Hi, I'm Dr. Roger Levin, Chairman and CEO of Levin Group, the leading and largest dental practice management consulting firm. I'm finishing the editing of a new book called New Rules for Increasing Practice Production. And rule number 50 says leadership means honesty. Let's talk about leadership. I'm a third-generation dentist. My grandfather got no training in leadership when he was in school. My father got no training in leadership when he was in dental school, and I got no training in leadership when I was in dental school. Leaders have a lot to learn. Leadership is a skill. They're not born, and I've taken personally probably 60 or 70 courses on leadership, read 300 or 400 books, and God knows how many tens of thousands of articles. Leadership is one of those big areas that every good CEO, every good leader tries to get their hands around. And dentists are CEOs. Don't fool yourself. You're running a business, you own a business, you're the CEO. One of the biggest problems with leadership is it's not black and white. It's situational. Situational means that some leaders are very good in good economies and some leaders are very good in bad economies, but they can't reverse roles. Depending on what's happening in your practice, your leadership style will need to change. In fact, there's even a course I took years ago called Situational Leadership. One point in leadership, we could spend days on this subject, weeks or months, but one point I put in the book is leaders are honest. One of our new clients came to us, a general dentist, a couple weeks ago. He's producing $1.2 million a year with a 62% overhead in 4 days a week. His practice is doing well, but he knows that he could be at $1.4 or $1.5 million production a year. And he said to me when I met him, I keep asking my staff to do a better job and nothing's happening. That's why I'm enrolling in your management and marketing consulting programs. And I said to him, well, what exactly did you ask them to do? He said, well, I asked them to step up. I said, well, describe for me what step up means. He says, well, they should know that. I said, you know, the problem with asking people to step up is you have to tell them what they're stepping up to. He said, well, I don't really like confrontation. He viewed telling his staff exactly what he wants done as confrontation. And I understand that because as a dentist, he views this as asking the staff to do certain things, they're going to resent it, we're going to have conflict. Well, the reality is that he isn't being honest. He's not being dishonest, but he's not being honest. Honesty with the staff is critical. If you want to lead people, you have to tell them the truth. What they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what makes you happy, when to follow the systems, when to think outside the box. This is leadership. And if we're not candid with people and do it right away when we see certain things, then we're making a terrible mistake. And the staff will not step up. The staff's view was, hey, you got a $1.2 million practice, we're doing a great job, this is all we need to do. He was frustrated because they weren't continuing to grow. And what happened from that conversation was he went back in meetings, he met with the staff, he talked about what he wanted, then he talked about how the consulting programs would help them achieve it, which is great. But if you're not in a consulting program, you need to be an honest leader with your team.